So we heard about MJ Brown Renovations through social media. I had posted something on social media and they were one of the companies that were mentioned. So we reached out, and I believe it was within like days or maybe even the same day that someone contacted us back, which I think was Aaron, to schedule initial meeting with us.
The reasons we decided to move forward with MJ Brown is I really felt comfortable that they understood that we wanted this done quickly and conveniently for us. They emphasized that from the beginning. They emphasized that they weren't going to take shortcuts. They emphasized the price point would not change. They were very conscientious of that, and I think they were very thorough in their preparation, trying to predict what was in the walls, what difficulties they might encounter, and I just felt comfortable that they had a really good grasp on what was about to happen.
I would also add, for me to move forward, was having the booklet to be able to see the 3D of what the kitchen would look like. And some of the other companies that we talked with, they didn't have that. They were just drawing it out on graph paper. And so really being able to see the vision of the kitchen was something that I really wanted to do before we actually moved forward with the project.
That was very helpful.
Yeah.
I think in any construction or renovation job, there's three things: price, quality of the work, and speed, how fast it can get done. Easily the most important thing for us was quality. This wasn't a quick turnaround facelift of a kitchen, and we're completely redoing the kitchen, redoing everything. We wanted everything to last and be great, and we felt comfortable that during a design and planning process that was going to be something that would be adhered to.
Through the design process, so it was great because, like I said, there was a lot of communication to know what was happening. We were able to go pick out our finishings, which was helpful to kind of see different cabinet designs, different countertops. We were able to see like actual model kitchens to see what we liked. I also think it was nice that we actually had 4 different probably changes throughout the process of changing the backsplash or changing the hood to the stove. And so we were able to add that and take away things through our design and keep seeing what that would look like when we made these additions or taking things away.
And I'd reiterate the the graphic design aspect of it. I don't think I could have moved forward without that visual in my head. And it was constantly changing and evolving throughout the design process. I wouldn't say the design process took a long time, but we constantly had little tweaks here and there, little changes, and we would get emails that day or the next day with, okay, then this will look like that. And I think that was very helpful.
Yeah, so I think during the project, the communication was a big piece for us. Like, we knew what was happening, when it was happening. If we had any questions, they were answered.
So during the construction phase, I worked at home a lot of the time, so I was here, and sometimes one of the kids would be with me, and we always had the dog running around. From day one, I remember day one, the very first thing they did is came in, sealed off all the areas that they knew were going to be full of dust, laid down the floor coverings and such, and just made it, like we knew it wasn't going to be convenient to not have a kitchen, but they made it as convenient as possible to keep everything clean. And inevitably a kid would run through the work zone, and all the contractors were really great in kind of dealing with them and laughing and joking with them.
Yeah, I would add to, like, during the process, I felt like everything was clean. Like, I would come home from work, we wouldn't have like a mess, it was cleaned up. We could move throughout the kitchen to get to the dining room where our refrigerator was. They protected the floor, which was big to us because we didn't get our floor changed, and so they made sure that was protected. It was kind of like, for me, like, I didn't know they were even here, besides the fact that some of the kitchen was missing, but there was nothing left behind that would say someone was working in our kitchen all day long.
It was very helpful for us that they would come in, seal off the areas that they were going to work in that morning, and then every night before they left, they did I was impressed by the fairly extensive cleanup that they did, and then sort of reopening of the hallways and such that they had previously shut down. That was something that exceeded my expectations.
So we're completely satisfied with the project. It's probably more than what we expected. It's always hard to see, like you can see the visual of it in this booklet you guys provided, but to actually see it in person, it's like, wow, this is our kitchen. So I know I'm extremely satisfied with it. It's brighter, it's just more functional for us. The island, one of the things I really wanted, to have the kids up here to eat.
We eat here every night.
Yeah, we eat here every night almost. So yeah, we're completely satisfied with the kitchen.
And from my perspective, I'm kind of one of those slow to pull the trigger husbands, make a big investment, and she's just ready to go and trying to urge me along. But she did urge me along, and I can't really understate how happy I am that we went through with all of it. Quality of life in this room is much better, and this is sort of the focal point of our home now, where previously it wasn't. So I'm incredibly satisfied.
And I would say we would definitely recommend MJ Brown Renovations. We actually already have the one person who's actually doing an addition to their house. And I think the recommendation is just because we've had such a great experience, and like I've told the team, it's like you guys felt like you guys were part of our family for those 6 to 8 weeks. The communication was key for us, and so we would definitely say anyone who's looking to do a home renovation, that you guys would be the people to go to. We had a great time with you guys.